like Chuck Missler, guy I really, really, really respect. He says if the harpazo occurs at the end of the tribulation, and then we're going to come back with Christ to rule and reign on the earth. He said, there's not going to be a time. There's not going to be time for a wedding feast. He said, but there might be time for a cheese and crackers. I'm a big guy. And I kind of laugh. And I think, that's really interesting. Well, the wedding feast um, usually lasts 7 days. Now, remember, in end time prophecy, over and over and over again, a day is oftentimes counted as a year. So, if this applies in this situation, then very probably the harpazo will occur at the beginning of the tribulation. So, and we will spend 7 years preparing for what we're going to be doing when we come back in the millennium with Jesus. So you got the wedding feast, and then you got the judgment seat of Christ. Now, the judgment seat of Christ, every believer will stand before Christ to have their stewardship judged. In other words, how did you manage your life for the kingdom of God when you were on heaven after you got born again? And amazingly, God has a way of us standing before Jesus, going through this judgment without having to live in shame for what we've done. It's amazing that even there, he is not looking to show anything bad about us. Remember, he's being presented, or we're being presented to him, blameless, without spot or without wrinkle. He doesn't want us to stand there, and he's not going to point out our faults. So we're reminded of what we were before we gave our lives to him.